Okay, fine. It's called owner. 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 So, yes, thank you. So, good morning, class 11C. We'll quickly take up a quick revision of what we have discussed yesterday, and then we will move ahead with some more accounting terms. Who's going to tell me who is the proprietor? Soumya has already answered.
Owner.
Yes, Namra. Just a minute, Samarth. Yes, Namra.
Owner.
Owner. What he actually does, he invests.
He invests in the business.
He invests capital or money into the business.
Capital in the business.
Okay. What do we call that money which is invested in the business?
Transaction.
Samarth, what do we call that? The amount that we invest in business? Yes, we call it capital. Now, is it possible? Is it possible for a businessman to increase or decrease his capital?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very nice. Yes. So, Brahmjot, how is capital decreased?
Ma'am, when we take out money drawings.
Fine. When we take out money. So, when we take out money from the business, which technical term we give it to?
Ma'am, it means drawings.
It is called drawings. Whenever the owner or proprietor takes away money, sometimes goods also, for his personal use, then it is called as drawings. When you will do journal entries, you will observe that some questions will contain he has withdrawn money from the business for personal use, and some questions may also say he has withdrawn goods from the business for his personal use. So either he takes away money or he takes away things or goods. It will be called as drawings. Fine. Dhruv, who is a shareholder?
A shareholder is an individual who holds shares
in the business, or who holds an ownership in the form of shares in the business. Fine. Accepted. Okay, good. Very nice. All those who have not yet answered, please be ready. I'll be calling out your names. Then we have discussed liability. What is a liability? You can flip through what we have discussed yesterday. Liability.
Liabilities are the amounts which can be payable by the business.
Which have to be payable. Which have to be payable. They have no other choice but to pay back their liability. Who will tell me what are the different liabilities we have discussed?
current and non.
Current and non-current. What are current liabilities, Samarth?
Current liabilities are those which has to be paid within the 12 months.
Within 1 year, within the 12 months of their occurrence. Exist करने के 12 months के अंदर, if you have to pay it, it is a current liability for which you have the immediate need to pay, right? For example, you have borrowed money from two friends. One fellow said, return it tomorrow. The other said, you can give it back to me whenever it is possible for you. So which one of the two is the current liability for you? First or second? First one, because he is saying, hey, I am giving you money, but please return it to me. Return it to me tomorrow only. So that is a current liability. In the similar way, when a creditor or somebody who has given you loan or goods on credit demands money within 12 months, that is called as a current liability. Non-current liability includes?
Non-current liabilities are the liabilities which can be paid after or more than 12 months of occurrence.
For them, we have more than 12 months time to pay back. You pay them within the time, very good, but by default you can pay them for after more than 12 months also. So those are non-current liabilities which we have to pay after taking a longer time. So children, is everything? The loans of huge amount for, yes, 50 lakh rupees loan if you borrow, if you take up a loan for housing loan has to be repaid in 20 or 30 years, right? People keep on giving EMI for years and years. Those kind of loans are long term loans. In the now this was a kind of loan for an individual. In the similar way, the business also can borrow loans which are long term loans. Any confusion with these first 5 children?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let's move to the next one. Give the next heading assets. A-S-S-E-S-T. Sorry, A-S-S-E-T-S. I'm sorry. Assets. A-S-S-E-T-S. Asset. For example, if there is a big business house, what all will they have in their office? First of all, they will have a building in which their office is there. Then what else do they have in an office? Come on. Do they have furniture?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Table.
Do they have, yes, table, chair, of course, furniture itself. Do they have some electronic appliances?
Yes, ma'am.
They will have some electronic appliances also. What else will they have? If it is a factory, what will they have? Machinery, plant, right? The plant in which they are producing things, not the green plants, plant. Okay, and what else do they have? They will have a typewriter. They will have some furniture, and most important, what they are buying and selling? Goods, right? Stock. So this stock, building, plant and machinery, all these are included under one term called what? Called asset. Okay, all those things which are fixed or sometimes flexible in nature, movable in nature, which helps the businessman to run the business for a longer time, is called as assets. Now please write down, then we will discuss more. The property, yes Samar?
Ma'am, if any company owns a car, then also
The
the car.
car used for business use, that is an asset for the business. Yes, of course. Okay. Motor vehicle for business use means it is an asset. Any person, anybody else, any other doubt? Do you want to ask if this will be an asset or not? If this comes into your mind, you can ask me. Yes, Aishwarya? Anyone else who's asking?
Yes, ma'am. Suppose if the car which is used by company and it is also used by the proprietor, then is it an asset?
Okay, now listen. There will be a complete chapter in graduation where you will be talking about only this. Car used for business use, car used for personal use. So then we proportionately divide the expenses. Expenses of chauffeur means driver will be proportionate. Expenses of fuel will be proportionate. So what do? We'll proportionately divide the amount. This is how it will be treated as an asset also, and it will be called the portion जितना फ्यूल उसने पर्सनल यूज के लिए यूज किया है, it will be termed as drawings by him. Getting the difference? Getting the difference? For example, if they say there is a car which is used for 15 days in a month for the business and 15 days in a month for bringing and sending owners' children to school. What is the ratio? 50% for business use and 50% for personal use. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So the expenses, for example, the fuel charges are 5,000 rupees. So 2,500 rupees will be for the business expenses, and 2,500 rupees for the personal use means drawings. Okay? For the basic idea, for the rough idea, I think this much is done, but you are just in class 11th. To understand this better, first complete 11, 12, then we will meet in graduation someday. Okay, assets. The properties owned by OWNED, owned by a business enterprise, a business enterprise. Please check out the word business enterprise. to get or to bring economic benefits, to bring yes, yes, I will repeat it. Assets, the properties owned by the business, the properties OWNED, owned by the business, or you have written owned by the enterprise, that is also the same. Owned by the enterprise for the economic benefits, or to get the economic benefits in long term, in long term, is called an asset, is called an asset. Now, why have I written long term? Because when you purchase a plant or a machinery or a furniture, do you replace the machinery and furniture after every week or after every month? No, we don't do it. Once we have purchased, it will remain with us for at least 10, 20, 30 years till the time it wears off completely. है ना? So that means assets are those things which are used by the business to derive benefits from them for years and years. Okay? Those expenses which you make once and you keep on getting the benefits for years and years. Children, getting the meaning what are assets?
Yes, ma'am.
That means if in the coming chapters I will say this is an asset of the business, so you should quickly be able to understand what is this for the business. If I say this furniture, this sofa, this air conditioner, this machinery is an asset, means this is helping the businessman earn money for long period. Okay, write down some examples of asset are, some examples of asset are building, machinery, plant. Plant, now plant here means the plant which is set up in a factory. Building, furniture, plant, machinery. Some more examples you can add. Write down cash, cash, bank balance. All these are also assets. I will tell you how. Cash, bank balance, stock. Stock means motorcycle which is exclusively used for business use. Write down motor vehicles used only for business. Motor vehicles used only for business. For example, if the person has a lorry or a carrier or a truck which is used only for carrying goods from one place to another place, he will not sit in that truck and go for a picnic, right? So that is purposely for a business. So that is a business asset. Clear? Getting the difference? If he has a business of transport for a courier company, the small tempo truck, traveler, all this will be called as an asset for his business. Somebody who has a travel agency, for him his bus will be an asset of his business. Getting it? Okay. Fine. Write down. Assets can be of the following types. Assets can be of the following types. First point. Now, like liability, assets can also be non-current and current. Write down non-current assets. Leave 3-4 lines. Write down current assets. Again leave 3-4 lines. And write down, this is a new term to you, fictitious assets. Fictitious assets. So non-current assets, current assets, fictitious assets. Write down under non-current assets. They include Non-current assets. They include immovable property, comma, long-term loans given by the business. Long-term loans given by the business. Non-current assets, you can write, they are also called as fixed assets. They are also called as fixed assets. What is fixed? Building is fixed at its place. Fixed asset, right? Plant, machinery, furniture, they are fixed at one place. Do you agree? Or a plant moves from one place to another? What is it? Yes, come on.
It is fixed.
It is fixed at one place. Building, will the building keep on shifting from one place to another? No, right? So all these are what? Fixed assets. Hmm.
If a businessman has a huge capital,
Hmm.
sometimes he don't need that much capital. And then he
Achha.
thought that he can give some money on rent.
Hmm.
He can lend somebody on profit
Yes.
or on interest.
Yes.
He thought that he will have a profit.
Hmm.
And if the person who has taken the money on rent, if he doesn't return,
Hmm.
then
Then it will be called as a bad debt. BAD, bad, DEBT, debt. What do we call it? We call it ये पैसा डूब गया. Huh? Bad debt. Okay. Now, we were writing fixed assets. Some types of fixed assets, if you check out in your book, it is included. Fixed assets are of two types, children. Fixed asset can be tangible and intangible. Fixed asset, tangible and intangible. TANGIBLE. Tangible means all what you can see. Can you see a building? Yes, come on.
yes, ma'am.
Can you see the plant, machinery, computer, furniture used in the business? We can see, right? So fixed asset के वो types which are existing in the physical form, they are called as tangible asset. Write down one example of tangible asset. Building, plant, machinery, they are tangible asset. Tangible asset. Huh? In the brackets only you can write they can be seen. They are visible, they can be seen. Now if they are tangible, they can be intangible also. INTANGIBLE. Go away from your baby. Sorry. That is INTANGI. I'm sorry, children. INTANGIBLE. Intangible assets. Now, sir, write down some examples of intangible assets. Goodwill. 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 Now, goodwill is what? It is not monetary. Basically, you cannot see. But every firm has a goodwill. They earn some business on the basis of their good reputation. Can you see the reputation? Can you see something which is called reputation with your eyes? Not possible. Is it possible to see somebody's reputation? No. But it do contains some monetary value. Goodwill contains certain monetary value, and this is called as an intangible asset of a business. See what happens? Some things, some assets cannot be seen through eyes, but we can convert into their monetary value. We can convert them into monetary value, and then they are called as intangible assets. We will talk about it in detail. Let's move ahead with some of the more things. So tangible and intangible, two types of fixed asset. I suppose tangible assets you must have understood. Have you understood tangible assets?
Yes, ma'am.
Tangible means which we can see. Simply जो assets की definition होती है वही हमने tangible assets के लिए भी लिखी है. Now intangible assets also exist in the business. Intangible assets वो assets होते हैं which we can't see but they have certain monetary value. For example, goodwill. Goodwill is the monetary representation of the good reputation of a business. How it is done, what it is, you have a little time to understand. Write down another thing, current assets. Have you written the another heading, current assets? Current assets? Have you written? The assets which are readily convertible into cash. Write the definition. The assets which are readily or quickly convertible into cash are called current assets. To convert bank amount into cash, what do you have to do? You simply have to withdraw the money. Okay? To have cash in hand for the business is also a current asset. The amount which is deposited in the bank, that is also a current asset. Now if the business has given loan to somebody and they want it to be repaid before 12 months, जैसे हम 12 months के पहले किसी और को लोन repay कर रहे हैं, तो जो advances और loans हमने दिए हैं, we will also be demanding them. And if you demand them before 12 months, then they will be called as a current asset. Did you understand what are current assets? Those assets which can be converted into cash within 12 months. Yeah, as quickly as possible, which can be converted into cash easily and quickly. Full stop. Write down one more line. They have higher liquidity. They have higher liquidity. There is a term in commerce called liquidity. Liquidity means how quickly something can be converted into cash. Now you tell me, let us take up an example. I say I am very rich. I can buy anything I want. Okay? I go to the market and I start buying things. What do I have to pay in return? I have to pay cash in return. But I told the shopkeeper, I don't have cash in my pocket, but I have a very big building. I will sell it off and I will pay you the money. Is it possible for me to do it in few minutes? Not at all possible. Come on, think about it. Is it possible for me? I go to Tanishq store, I buy gold jewelry worth 50 lakh rupees, and then the shopkeeper says what? Madam, please pay me the amount. Then what will I say? I don't have the money in my pocket right now, but I will pay it to you once I sell my flat. I have a lot of money. I have a big flat, but I have to sell it and convert it into money. Is it possible for me to do it quickly? No. यानी कि इसकी liquidity क्या है? The liquidity is very less. But for cash, the liquidity is more. Bank balance, liquidity is more. So current assets are those assets which have a higher liquidity. Are you able to understand this? जो कैश होते हैं या कैश के बहुत करीब होते हैं, जिनको बहुत तेजी से कैश में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. इन द सिमिलर वे फॉर अ बिजनेसमैन ऑल्सो, जो उसके कैश इन हैंड है, जो उसके पास कैश है लॉकर में उसके, दैट इज अ करंट असेट. जो उसके बैंक में पैसा डिपॉजिटेड है, व्हाट ही हैज टू डू, ही विल सिंपली हैज टू विजिट अ बैंक, present a check and take out the money. It has a higher liquidity. That is also a current asset. लेकिन building, why is building not a current asset? Why is building a fixed asset? Because it will take a lot of time to convert building into cash. What is the procedure of converting building into cash? You will look for a buyer, you will give an advertisement, there is a building for sale, then somebody will come, see the building, then they will do the legal formalities, then you will get the registry made, and then they will pay you the money. Are you getting this? So this also, not only RBI, Muthoot also converts gold into cash like loan and all. So anything which is readily converted into cash has a higher liquidity and is called a current asset. However, something which has a lesser liquidity means जिसको cash में convert करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. Plant and machinery. How do you think plant and machinery is converted into cash? Not only by selling, but it will produce goods. Those goods will be sold off and then you will earn money. So that is a long process. Building or plant or machinery se bhi to we are getting cash, but how? They are producing goods, then we are packing them, then we are transporting them, then they are sold, and when they are sold, then we are getting money from them. So there is a long chain to be followed, and that is why these are called as fixed asset. Getting the difference between fixed asset and current assets? Are you getting the difference between fixed asset? So fixed asset, they are fixed. Current assets, they are moving. Fixed asset, they have lesser liquidity. Current assets, they have higher liquidity. Children, everyone should participate. Fixed asset, they take a long time to convert into cash. And current asset, they can be quickly converted into cash. Fixed asset have a very longer benefit. They keep on giving benefit in the longer run. And current asset, कैश तो हमारे पास रेडीली अवेलेबल है, पर जैसे ही हमने उसे खर्च कर दिया उसका बेनिफिट ओवर हो गया, है ना, उसको यूज कर लिया हमने, इट इज ओवर. सो करंट एसेट्स दे हैव क्विक यूजेबिलिटी, एंड बिकॉज दे हैव क्विक यूजेबिलिटी उनका शॉर्ट टर्म बेनिफिट होता है. गेटिंग द डिफरेंस, लॉन्ग टर्म बेनिफिट एंड शॉर्ट टर्म बेनिफिट. When you will study balance sheet in a format, I will tell you cash, then bank has a liquidity, then what all are the things which have liquidity in order of decreasing. So cash has maximum liquidity, bank has a little lesser than cash, then there are short term loans and advances which the firm has given, they will ask their money back. So that is also a current asset. Let's move to more things. One more example of a current asset is bills receivable. Bills receivable. What are bills receivable? If you sell goods on cash, then you get cash. When you sell goods on credit, उधार पे अगर हम किसी को सामान बेचेंगे, तो what we will do? We will give them a written promise, right? That you have to pay me the money. And suppose they say you have to pay me the money after 15 days. So after 15 days, what will I do? I will visit that person and I will say, see, on paper you have written that you will pay me after 15 days. 15 days are over today, pay me the money. We will do this. So this bill or this written agreement will be called as a bills receivable. BR, bills receivable. Children, one more term in assets. Write down fictitious assets. You have written fixed, current and fictitious as a heading. Fictitious asset. So fictitious means, write down fictitious assets. These are the losses or heavy amount expenditures. These are the losses or heavy amount expenditures which have to be written off. Check it out. Which have to be written off in more than one financial year. In more than one financial year. YEAR. Now quickly understand this. For example, I paid for advertisement. I hired a very expensive model. I set up the whole setup, and I spent nearly 20 lakh rupees on an advertisement. Okay, I took some celebrity for that, and I got that advertisement made. Now I will be using that advertisement for this year also to be displayed on TV, and the next year also to be displayed on TV. That means the expenditure of 20 lakh rupees, some part of it will be taken for 2020-21 also, while some part of that expense will be taken into account for 21-22 also. एक बार expenditure करते हैं और उसको थोड़ा थोड़ा करके write off करते हैं अपने बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट में, क्योंकि अगर एक साथ पूरा 20 लाख रुपीस एक ही ईयर में माइनस कर देंगे, सो ऑल आवर प्रॉफिट विल गो इनटू लॉस. सो वो एक्सपेंसेस जो बिगर अमाउंट के होते हैं, एंड वी सब्ट्रैक्ट लिटिल पोर्शंस ऑफ देम इन डिफरेंट फाइनेंशियल ईयर्स, दोज आर कॉल्ड एज deferred revenue expenditures, and these are a type of fictitious assets. It's not compulsory that you have understood everything what I discussed, but just go through it once and let me know. We will discuss this tomorrow again. So let us keep only this topic, assets topic, for today. We will take up the next one tomorrow. Have you understood about assets?
Yes.
Have you understood about assets? So let us quickly revise. Assets are those fixed or sometimes movable things which we use for more production of money. Assets can be of three categories basically. Non-current assets जो 12 months से ज़्यादा टाइम लेती हैं कैश में कन्वर्ट होने के लिए. Current assets which take less than 12 months time to convert into cash, and then there are fictitious assets. Non-current assets include fixed assets. Fixed assets can be tangible and intangible. Tangible means what you can see, intangible means what we don't see, but ye don't see ones also have some monetary value. Then there are current assets which have a liquidity, which have the liquidity value, means they are readily converted into cash. And then there are fictitious assets जो ना कि सिर्फ उस ईयर को belong करते हैं, but they are to be written off or subtracted in the coming financial years. Alright, so I have given you a basic idea. Read it out. Tomorrow we will discuss problems related to assets only. Alright children.